What is going on, guys? This is Ty with Cardinal Pro Softwash. By request, let's call it that. One of my followers asked me, I put up the buffer tank video, and one of my followers asked me to kind of show it in action. So we're going to do this. I got it filling up. Uh-oh. And here we go. Hopefully you guys can see. That is the float valve filling up and shutting off. Guys, this is amazingly exciting for me because that float valve was all of, I think, 13 bucks. So I saved like $70 getting this thing, or maybe even more than that, depending on which one you were looking for. So this thing was $13. And now I've got the hose here connected to a quick connect. And here I can, well, it's connected, so I don't want to disconnect it. So I got the hose going from the tank to the spigot out there. Got the valve open here. You can see it's full. Tank is full. And with this valve, I put it down a little bit. So I'd say we've got, heck, 48 gallons. I don't know, enough for me, right? I'm only using a 4-gallon machine here, guys. So, and it's kind of cool. So that's kind of the top part. Down here at the bottom, that's your outlet. I got it going straight over, as you can see, with the filter there. Going over here. I got this thing on a tripod, so it's kind of weird. Going all the way over here. Somebody's going to get dizzy and pissed off. Going straight into my pressure washer. Down the road there, the grass road, you'll see all my hoses. I've got 100 feet. Got 100 feet of pressure wash hose, and I'm excited because I haven't used this yet. So let's see what it's about. 100 feet of pressure hose, and that's that ProPulse Uber Flex stuff. And dude, I got it at half price. Normally I use dirt killer hoses, and they are going right now. They're going for $195 for 100 feet. That's just not in the budget for me right now. So these hoses were like 100 and something weird, like 111 or 150, less than 115, I believe, maybe 117, less than 120. So I got 2 of those hoses, 200 feet of that. All ran out. Over here is the blue hose that I just did a review on. This is the Amazon branded Fevone hose. You've heard of the Amatic. A lot of you have. I went with this one just because I thought the color was cool, but it's still nice and noodly. It's not as noodly as the Flexzilla, but that's nothing. I mean, this stuff is, I mean, come on. It's nothing. It's weightless, just like the Flexzilla. Um, and then again, I've had the Flexzilla for a while, so but this stuff is excellent for the price, dude. Save you 30 bucks or whatever, get you some of this. And what I'm going to be doing is I was planning on using that blue hose for the Softwash system, and I've changed my mind. And the reason is because I ordered 200 feet of that. It actually comes at 105 feet, but I ordered 2 sets, and only one set came. The other set got canceled. It's missing. So I decided, well, most people only run 100 foot of water hose anyways. So I've got 105 feet of water hose. That's fine. I've got 200 feet of Flexzilla hose. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be running the Flexzilla hose on the Softwash system like most of you guys do. And I'm going to be running 105 feet of the Amazon, let's call it the Amazon discount hose. So what I'm going to do is pull you over here. And bear with me, guys. This is all new to me. Try not to shake you up too much. What I'm going to do here is, so you can see I've got the pressure washer plumbed into the buffer tank. I'm going to go ahead and start it up. I've got the DN10 valve open at the end of the pressure hose. That makes it obviously have no pressure, and it makes it a million times easier to start. I have the valve open for inlet. Also up here, guys, I have already have it hooked up. Let me come a little closer. So right here is, let's pull you up a little bit. So right here, you guys have seen this. This is a Softwash gun. A Softwash system is right back behind us. And I have the drop sticks in that same buffer tank. So this is the cool thing, guys. You're going to be able to kill one bird with one stone, or two birds, three. You can kill as many birds as you want. The cool part is you're going to do it from one tank. So I have my drop sticks in the buffer tank. Turn you guys around and kind of give you a look-see. All right, let me adjust this a little bit. So right back there, you'll see there's a Softwash system back there. I have the drop sticks from the Softwash system down in the water. So now that is super awesome, because check this out, guys. For the first time in my company's history, I am going to be able to soft wash and pressure wash at the same time. I also ordered this, and I'll put it in a link. This is a garden hose swivel. So now, as I'm spraying and things, and you know, you like to kind of change the angle and stuff like that. Well, I don't have to twist my hose, even though this is a Flexzilla hose, and you really shouldn't have that problem. I also got that swivel there, so that's pretty cool, right? It's not Mossmatic. It's a different brand. It's a different brand or whatever, but it was inexpensive. I mean, it wasn't $10. It might have been a few dollars, but that keeps me from, twisting things up. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna open up. Oh, well, check that out. So I'll go ahead and do it here up on camera. I'm gonna turn on the soft wash hose, and she's spraying, and then I'm gonna hook up. I've never been able to do this. This is exciting. Then I'm gonna start the pressure washer, and you're gonna see both of these running. I hear the float valve releasing water. I'm going to turn on the pressure washer. You guys can kind of watch this system and see if we can do a Joe Deere one pull baby. See what we got. That's one pull baby. It's going to be a little bit loud. Let me bring you guys over here. So now you'll be able to see, and I'll bring the hoses over. Then off of one buffer tank, I've got the pressure on the throttle on the pressure washer low. On one tank, I'm doing water for soft washing, and I'm doing pressure washing. And to kind of prove my point, I'll just drop this here, keep it running, and show you that if I turn this nozzle a little bit, we'll get some pressure out of the pressure hose. You hear that? Guys, I don't know if you can see the excitement in my eyes, but I'm dual wielding. Listen, and this is really cool because now you can pre-treat. Leave your hose where it be. Of course, you might turn it off, and then you can come back and you can rinse. Look at that. So now we're all primed up. Water's flowing just fine. I'm going to bring you guys back and kind of show you the mechanics. I've got all my hose reels here just laid out. 1, 2, 3. I just took that one off because I made my decision switch, so I'm going to be dealing with that later. You know what? For demonstration purposes, I'll hook up the gun to it so you guys know I'm not like trying to pull any strings over here. I don't want to get too close to the pressure washer because that thing is loud. Alright, here we go. So now guys, now we can, and I'm going to do the whole bypass thing and everything like that, but in the meantime, I would just take off my gun with the DN10 valve. I could just leave it running in the grass. So now I'm going to shut it off. No big deal. Turn it back on. And now we're spraying. Oh! Now we're spraying again. We're dual wielding. We're dual wielding here, boys. Pre-treat. Look at that. So we're pre-treating, we're post-treating, and we're rinsing all off the same buffer tank. Turn my valve, release my gun there. Turn the valve back on. That just fell out of my hand. Sorry, my hands are full. Get you guys back over here. So guys, so hopefully it's not too loud back there. In fact, I'm gonna cut the pressure washer off. So you guys can kind of see now my Softwash pump is still back there throwing water around. So let's kind of watch how this works. This is probably boring material, but it's educational. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the Softwash pump so this thing will fill up and stop because it won't stop as long as the Softwash pump is running. So I'm going to stop the pump. Let's turn that off, and you hear this thing stop the water. So this is the battle of float valve versus water. And there you go. Um, that's how it worked, guys. Um, cool. I've got my filter here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Got my filter. It's working. You see some dirty grime, some of that brown. I think this thing had some sort of, again, that was a food grade barrel. So I think it had some, I don't know. I wouldn't say it was like molasses or anything crazy like that, but it had something caramel of color and it's a bit sticky. So that's why I had to have a, let's back it up a little bit. That's why I had to have a filter, and you should always have a filter. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited. This thing is all put together. The only difference is this brown hose here. That is just the hose that is on the house. That is not going to be the hose that I actually run with my system right here. This is a test hose. And as it appears, guys, the float valve at an amazing discounted price is working just fine. I don't have any problems. I don't see anything that, has me worried. Um, what I'll do is I'll sit the camera here. I'll go spray, and you'll hear this float valve start working. You might not hear it if I'm over there. But anyways, you guys get the point. So there's your video. Again, we're at what? We're at 15 minutes. I try to keep them as short as possible and give you the most information that I can give you guys. So again, you can take a one buffer tank. You can put your soft wash system tubes in it. I just throw mine in there. Of course, you can fix those with little bulkheads and 90-degree um, things, PVC stuff. I don't see the need to do that. I also like how um, if anything else comes up and I need to quickly, or not even quickly, but I need to use a lot of a different chemical, I can always just take those tubes, put those in whatever chemical it is, and get to rocking and rolling. And it doesn't have to be a 55-gallon tank. It could be, a 5-gallon bucket or whatever it is. My tubes are collapsible almost. Like I could use the full tube is, I don't know, 4 feet long, but I can cut that in half, and then it'll work fine in just a 5-gallon bucket. So I know you guys like to look at the equipment. That's what I like to look at. So here we go, guys. Here's the machine plumbed directly into the buffer tank. You guys saw it working. You guys saw it spraying. If you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up in the comments, guys. I thank you so much. The channel is growing, and I know why. It's because this is the kind of stuff that I love. And for those who watch my channel, hopefully this is the kind of stuff that you love. I don't, I'm not trying to get people onto my channel that aren't really interested in pressure washing, because it's all fake and it's weird to me. I want pressure washing people to come here, especially people like myself who are pretty new to the business. Now, I got started back in 2020. I still consider myself like a baby about this stuff because I've had a slow process about it. I've been a weekend warrior. Of course, I have a full-time job that I plan on quitting one day, and I believe that this pressure washing is going to help me succeed in that. If you do have any questions, guys, hit me up in the comments. Please like, follow. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe. Hit the bell so you get all the notifications and don't miss any pretty cool videos. And let me know if you guys have any other suggestions on the things that you want to see. Pretty much at this point, I've not necessarily recovered everything that I got that I had stolen, but I am at the point to where I can go out and wash $1 million house. I mean, I'm there. We're ready to rock. Um, so I'm still just waiting on, the vehicle that I'm going to use. I'm going to be using a van, a cargo van, 150, 250, whatever. I'm not going diesel. Cut that crap out. I've even contemplated a truck, but I don't like the, exposed. I don't have a garage, so you can see back there. It doesn't make sense for me. I'm going to get a van, and we're going to rock out with that and try it out. I know my boy Cliff down at Pink Flamingo Pressure Washing. Big shout out to Cliff. Check him out, guys, if you don't follow Cliff. He rocked with the van for years and years, did his thing, and then he just basically outgrew his van, and that was purposeful, right? I don't plan on doing that because I don't, at this point, in the next I don't know, in the next 2 to 3 years, I don't plan on getting so big that I'm doing so much work that I need to carry around a 300-gallon water tank. I live in the city. We have, dude, this my outlet on the house is putting out like 5.5 gallons per minute, 6 gallons per minute. So it's hard. My machine doesn't even keep up with that. You know what I mean? So we're good to rock here, and in most places I'm going to be washing it. But that's it for the video, guys. I appreciate you following. Let me know what you want to see next. Peace.